Cheating, ladies and gentlemen, that is the topic of today's discussion video. Oh boy, do I love talking about cheating. It's one of my favorite subjects of all time. You guys know me as Rye, the content creator here on YouTube. Twitch knows me more as Rye, the tournament organizer. Because that's really, in reality, it's I do more than just creating content. I do a lot of tournaments, and in a lot of tournaments, I have encountered a lot of cheating. And I thought, you know what, let's talk about cheating. Let's talk about cheating in Master Duel, Duel Links versus cheating in something like the physical card game, because there's cheaters in everything that you do, right? In any game you play, any sport you play, anything, academics, it doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be people who, they cheat, and I want to talk about why people cheat and how they cheat. This was brought about by this specific clip that was at some TCG kind of a official event. I don't think it's a YCS or anything, but it is still a sanctioned event for as far as I know. Pay attention to the player on the left. You can see as he shuffles his deck, you see right there. Oh, let's see if we can get a better picture of it. He has Effect Veiler at the very, I guess, as the first card of his deck while he's searching through his deck for whatever card he's searching for. And just pay attention to that Effect Veiler. Here comes, there we go. Drops the Effect Veiler onto onto his hand that's currently face down underneath him. Now, in TCG, when it comes to cheating, and I suppose OCG as well, I refer to it as TCG because that's what I would be playing if we were playing kind of at a more local level here. When it comes to them cheating, usually from my experiences and what I've seen online, it usually comes down to a more opportunistic type of cheater. Just like this guy, he sees the Nibiru, he sees things aren't going so well for him, so he says, yeah, you know what? Let's just add an Effect Veiler to our hand. When you're talking about cheating in Master Duel Duel Links, generally speaking, the cheating usually tends to be more premeditated, right? It tends to be more, I'm going to download this application, and I'm going to use said application to cheat, right? Because at the end of the day, that person who downloaded a mod or an application is just straight up cheating whenever they have the mod on, which is if they paid money for it and they downloaded it, they probably always have it on. The only time this changes is in competitive tournaments like the ones we host over at Discord. Check out the description down below. We host all those tournaments down in Discord. Let's go. When people side deck in between matches, they'll side in a card that's not necessarily in their side deck, and that's something you don't see in TCG, where it's more you already have your side deck submitted. You only bring the cards that are in your side deck. It's pretty hard to kind of sneak those cards in, if you will, and try to cheat off that way. So when it comes to Duel Links, when it comes to Master Duel, it's usually one of those two. Either you're cheating through an illegal program, or you're cheating because you have put in a side deck card that you didn't actually submit, but you need it to win the game, or you put in more copies of a side deck card and you don't have it necessarily. So that's why I say usually whenever someone cheats in online, it's usually premeditated. They mean to do it. They intend to cheat. They know they're going to cheat, and then they commit onto the cheating, right? Now, when cheating occurs in TCG, as far as I've seen, usually it tends to be more an opportunistic thing. You're currently losing a duel, or you need to win a game, one more game of Swiss to get into top cut. You may not know you're streamed. This guy, I do believe he knew he was streamed. He was not very subtle with his cheating. The only premeditated things you could do is learn better sleight of hand tricks, which this individual, clearly just didn't practice at all. He just kind of was really obvious about it, which is, I don't like cheaters, so I'm glad he got caught. He got perma-banned. God bless, you know what I mean? But my point is, usually when it comes down to cheating in TCG, OCG, it's more just a in-the-moment type of thing. If someone were to get banned and then a year later try to appeal for a ban, right, in terms of cheating, and they came from TCG, and it's like, oh, I've matured as a person, blah blah blah, whatever the case, I'd be more open to be like, okay, maybe he does deserve a second chance. But in my opinion, when someone gets banned in Master Duel and Duel Links because of cheating, that's usually just like, okay, not only did you cheat, but you also like went out of your way to cheat, to download the illegal program, to do whatever you did. Like, even if you're like side decking, right? Like you side decked the card, but then like it wasn't an in the moment type of thing. You chose to play that card anyway. You side decked it. You knew you did something wrong. You got into the game. You play the card. Like, there's just so many more layers to being dishonest there than just, oh, in the moment I added effect veiler. That's one way of looking at it and kind of how I look for it. Does that mean that what this guy did was cool, and if you cheat in TCG, you're cool? Nah, it's fucked up either way. I'm gonna be honest. It's fucked up either way. This guy definitely deserves his permaban. I believe it's a permaban. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know what this guy's track record is, but it really kind of gets you irritated, though, right? Because it's like, how many games did this guy cheat and just never got caught with? Because let's be realistic, this probably wasn't the first time he did this. This is probably, he could have cheated a bunch of times in locals. He could have cheated a bunch of times when it came to any qualifiers for worlds or anything like that. Anything that's more close to home rather than just straight up on screen in a sanctioned event. And this isn't the first time that there's been like I guess drama when it comes to TCG. Literally, if you go to the Yu-Gi-Oh subreddit and look up cheating, there are so many hilarious stories, and that might be an amazing future video if that's something you guys want me to do. Just read through some of those stories. We read through some of them on stream, and some of them are so outlandish you want to say it's bullshit, but it's the Yu-Gi-Oh community, So it's like, yeah, you know what? I believe it. I 100% believe that that's what happened. So I think it kind of comes down to, there are more cheaters in TCG OCG, but they cheat less often, right? Like, someone may cheat once and then not cheat again for 4 or 5 months in a row. Where I would go ahead and say anyone that purchases a mod tool or anything like that probably is going to get their value out of a purchasing tool for Master Duel, Duel Links, whatever the scenario. They're probably going to sit there and get their money's worth out of that. But yeah, I just really wanted to talk about this. I don't really think there's any real point to this video. Just I saw this on Reddit a couple days ago. I was like, damn, that's crazy, because we were just talking about cheating online and on stream. And I just wanted to tell you guys about it. You guys tell me what you think about it. Let me know if you have any funny stories about cheating in TCG or Master Duel or Duel Links. Put them down below. Maybe I'll make that video in the future if it's entertaining for you guys. I love you. Till the next video. Peace out. Take it easy. Sacred Cards video coming soon. Later, boys.